The Devilstone Run is a wild quest through the Wild West, where almost 200 motorcyclists meet up at the nation's first national monument, Devil's Tower, and spend 3 days riding across the great state of Wyoming to eventually end just south of the nation's first national park, Yellowstone. I was certainly in for a wild ride.
Welcome to the Devil's Tower. We are officially at the Devilstone Run. This is a 3-night motorcycle run all the way across Wyoming. So we're starting here at the Devil's Tower and then heading over to Sheridan for the first night. So it's time to gear up and go head out with the group.
After the riders' meeting, it was go time. The landscape opens up around me, a gorgeous patchwork of rolling hills and wide open spaces. The wind rushes past, carrying the earthy scent of sagebrush and local cattle ranches. Wyoming is wild and free, and I'm soaking it all in, every breathtaking mile. By midday, we roll into Spotted Horse, just as the sun hits its peak. With a local population of only 2, lunch isn't just about refueling. It's about connecting with the locals, sharing stories, and feeling that bond grow stronger with each mile. When we hit the road again, the sun begins its slow descent, painting the sky with soft, warm hues as we head towards Sheridan.
So we just finished with the ride half of the day, and everyone is all set up here at the campground in the middle of Sheridan, Wyoming. The Bighorn Y or whatever it's called. I'll pop it in right here. But dude, you can camp here. This is sick. How was your ride today?
So much fun.
It was
Did
beautiful.
you have a good time?
Heck yeah.
Just wait for the next 2 days.
I'm so excited.
Today was the ugliest day, but the fastest day.
I know, but like just seeing the mountains like off in the distance, I can't wait. Those ones.
Gorgeous.
Those
right?
ones.
And how they look 3D.
I love it.
That evening, we're gathered at the Bighorn Y for dinner, live music, and some good old-fashioned fun with the slow races.
Make some noise for these guys.
Woo!
We gotta put down by candy.
The Sheridan Inn, which is where I'll be crashing for the night, is a cozy slice of history and a perfect retreat after a day like today.
Well, good morning from day 2 of the Devilstone Run. I highly encourage anyone wanting to do this ride that you should camp at the designated camping locations for this run. But when you're in such amazing areas, sometimes you want to go check out and do the really cool historical things. I actually stayed here at the historic Sheridan Inn last night, and I can tell you this is by far one of the cutest, well-maintained, and historic hotels I've ever stayed in. But now it's time to officially pack up and head into the Bighorn Mountain Range. So all day yesterday, I got to ride the amazing BMW R9T, and today I'm switching it up and I'm actually about to hop on the R12. It's almost the exact same motorcycle with a few small differences, and this one just looks seriously comfortable. Let's ride. Just made it back to the campground, and part of my group is heading off to do the off-road section. You're gonna go off-road with this?
This is insane.
I love it.
We're so excited to see that bike do it.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm excited for you guys.
Yeah, and this bike was made for it,
Literally.
but it doesn't have the tires for it.
Well, hopefully the fire roads will be something similar to this parking lot.
Yeah, they say it's pretty chill.
Good.
We'll have a good ride.
Well, we'll see you at the first stop.
All right. See you.
Yeah, you too.
The excitement builds as we ride towards Ranchester, the scenery unfolding in all of its rugged, breathtaking glory. The Bighorns are incredible. Endless sweepers with tighter switchbacks make it a rider's paradise. With the endless pull-offs, it's also great for slower moments memorizing the landscape.
All right, guys, when you are riding through the Bighorn Mountain Range, you have to stop and pull over. I mean, I vividly remember the very first time riding through here, and I could not comprehend how vast this area is. And this isn't even the part that I'm talking about. We are gonna head way further down into the canyon, but look at this. Stunning. Okay, I think we're only about 15 minutes to lunch, so let's go check out what we got going on for lunch today.
Lunch in Shell is a charming break from the wild beauty that surrounds us. But soon, we're back on the road, riding through the canyons along the rivers, the landscape constantly reminding me of just how grand this state truly is. By the time we reached Cody, I knew I couldn't let the adventure stop quite so early.
We officially made it to Cody, Wyoming, but we just decided that we have to do Chief Joseph Highway and Beartooth Pass. So we're not even going to the hotel yet. Let's hop back on the road and go hit up the two most famous motorcycling roads in the country.
The Chief Joseph Scenic Byway, Wyoming 296, links the town of Cody with the Beartooth Highway and the northeastern gate of Yellowstone National Park. The route crosses the Shoshone National Forest, and 17 miles north of Cody, the road connects with Beartooth Highway. Beartooth climbs to an astounding 10,947 feet above sea level. This stretch of U.S. Highway 212 between Red Lodge and Cook City, Montana, zigzags across the Montana-Wyoming border through a series of steep switchbacks, rising from about 5,000 feet to almost 11,000 feet at the Beartooth Pass.
We're literally on top of the world! Welcome to the summit, Beartooth Pass. This is the very first time I have ridden this pass and not been hailed on, not been rained on. It's epic. It's amazing. All right, we gotta go take a picture with the sign. Here it is. Beartooth Pass Summit, 10,947 feet. This might be taller than the mountains I rode in the Swiss Alps, and I can tell. All right, onward. We're gonna go feed the chipmunks. Okay, so if you get to this section of Beartooth Pass, where you stop at the scenic overlook, go buy snacks for the chipmunks. Let's go feed some chipmunks. I don't even see any running around. Oh, hey buddy. Hi. Come here. He's so little. Come here. Let me love you. Didn't see too many chipmunks, unfortunately, which is weird because they're usually, you can be in the video. There's usually hundreds running around here, so maybe it's past their bedtime. It is 5 p.m., which means we need to get our butts back down the mountain and head back to camp. we actually made it back into Cody, Wyoming. May or may not have almost run out of gas. Fuel up before you do the entire Chief Joseph Highway loop, okay? Note from me. But we just made it to the Millstone Brewery, and I am ready for a good beer, a good meal, and then I want to go check out the Silver Dollar Saloon. Cody is one of my favorite places to visit in Wyoming.
After completing the additional 3.5-hour side quest, we head back into Cody and meet up at the Silver Dollar Bar, swapping stories over drinks. The laughter, the warmth, it all feels so perfect after another amazing day on the road. The final day dawns bright and clear. Craving some coffee, I head into town, and breakfast at the Irma Hotel is a must before you head any further west.
Well, good morning from our final day here at the Devilstone Run. I just woke up and got myself some nice iced coffee at the Rawhide Coffee Co. here in Cody, Wyoming. And now we're all heading over to the Irma Hotel and the Irma restaurant for breakfast. I needed that breakfast. That was delicious. So it's still bright and early, hoping we can beat the traffic, but we're gonna head out of Cody, Wyoming and over into Yellowstone. And this is probably some of the most beautiful riding in the country. I keep saying that, but man, you just can't beat it. Let's go ahead and head over into Yellowstone.
The road to Yellowstone is like a ribbon, winding through some of the most stunning landscapes I've ever seen. The Buffalo Bill Cody Scenic Byway follows the North Fork of the Shoshone River through the scenic Wapiti Valley in the east entrance of Yellowstone National Park. Entering Yellowstone is an adventure all on its own.
Hi, how are you?
Wonderful, how are you?
Thank you. You want a guidebook as well?
No thank you. I appreciate it. Come on.
Ancient monster slumbering right under my wheels is enough to keep my imagination running wild.
As we climb up the mountain, you can see off into the distance Yellowstone Lake, and it's so easy to forget that I'm actually on top of a massive volcano, and that Yellowstone Lake is actually a caldera. So it is eerie when you think of it that way. It's very hazy and very hard to see, but there's Yellowstone Lake off in the distance. And just a few short weeks ago, one of the geysers actually erupted here, like in a way that they're not supposed to erupt. Well, I mean, of course they're supposed to erupt. They're a geyser, but you come here and you think that everything is dormant and you're going to be safe, and then it's a very eerie reminder that we are very small, insignificant little ants on this planet, and she is a living, breathing monster. So yeah, happy thoughts with her two wheels. Let's hopefully not get exploded in a super massive volcano eruption. I don't even know why I'm talking about it. So I guess this means you can officially say I have completed the Devilstone Run. Started on Friday morning at the Devil's Tower, and here we are Sunday morning finishing in Yellowstone, hence Devilstone. I have not been to Yellowstone National Park since 2022, and that was an experience all in itself. I was completely alone, nobody else with me. and I saw a lot of wildlife, and it was very terrifying. So today I'm hoping we do get to see some wildlife, but I'm with a group of people and I feel a lot safer. So far, this run has been incredible. Every single person I have met on this trip has been the utmost respectful, kind, wholesome. I've been seeing people cleaning up garbage on the sidewalks. I've been seeing people cover someone else's bill, and it's just, it is unlike any other experience I've ever actually done at a motorcycle event. So if you guys are interested, like I said, I will have a link down below to the Devilstone Run if you want to check it out for next year. It is an annual event, and this is the 8th one, so it's been incredible. But I am so excited to be back in Yellowstone riding motorcycles. I think I can firmly say, if you want to visit Wyoming, visit, do it however you want to, but being here on a motorcycle, it's wild. No pun intended.
The park itself is a whole different world. Dramatic landscapes, cavernous gorges, and the ever-present wildlife makes the northwestern half of Wyoming worth every single mile crushed.
Woo! Oh my god, that's the closest I've ever been!
You don't care.
No! That was scary! We saw a bison, baby! Woo! It is significantly less scary with other people with you, but when they start walking directly towards you... Oh, wow. What an incredible day!
So there are a lot of places that you can stop and eat food here in Yellowstone, but it's mostly cafeteria food. There are some restaurants, but what I highly recommend is stopping by a grocery store, picking up some food, and having a picnic here. How'd you get down there so fast with a broken ankle? This is gorgeous. Time to pop a squat and eat some snacks. Oh, I think I'll sit right here where there's probably a million little bugs and snakes and critters. But you know what? I'll risk it. I'm a big scary biker girl. It's worth the risk. And then somebody leaves their trash. Don't do that.
Even though the journey felt complete, the ride isn't over. When we finally arrive at Coulter Bay Campground, the sun is settling in behind the mountains, casting a hazy glow over everything. There's an incredible feeling of accomplishment, like I've truly been a part of something immersive.
And just like that, the Devilstone Run is over. You guys, I can't even put it into words, like how wholesome and welcoming and egoless this entire experience has been. From starting in the nation's very first national monument and ending in the nation's very first national park, I think this is probably the best way and the only way you should experience Wyoming on a motorcycle. Ending in this gorgeous campground with this amazing view. It's pretty incredible. And just like that, my journey of Wyoming is over and it's time to go home. So if I end this video, I want you guys to know you need to do two things. Go fast, don't die. Be good and ride motorcycles. And I'll see you in the next one.